We turn now to Kinston. The Neuse River crusting last week, but flooding continues to be an issue. The city was hit hard by Hurricane Matthew, and tonight Florence continues to make its mark. 9 on your side's Brandon Truitt is live off of King Street with the latest on the conditions there. Brandon.
Angie, we're at the entrance of the Nooseway Nature Park, and where we're at now is several hundred feet away from the banks of the river. But if you take a look behind me, you'll see some of these signs with the reflection in the water, and that just shows you how high the water still is. Tonight, it is going down, and that's a sign of relief for people who live here that the worst might be behind them. A week and a half after Hurricane Florence hit the North Carolina coast,
a lot of water, a lot of damage from water.
Its effects are still being felt in communities across the state.
The river is going down. That's what we want.
In Kinston, all eyes are on the Neuse, the river slowly lowering back into its banks.
You know, just having to build again, start building again.
Ed Eason of Kinston says his brother was kayaking the Neuse just days before Florence. He says the water was 2 to 4 feet at the time. Compare that to Friday, when the Neuse crested at just over 25 feet, causing major flooding throughout the city.
You feel for them, you hate it for them, because going through it yourself, you know, all the work and all the heartache and headache in that.
The George Green Harper Bridge reopened Monday afternoon, the water flowing just inches below its base.
This is a sigh of relief to me that we are getting ready to go into the recovery phase, and we can move forward and getting our city back together.
A city led by Mayor Don Hardy. He's lived through these storms before. In 2016, Hurricane Matthew caused severe damage to his home.
I do understand, you know, what it feels like, what you have to go through, what you have to sacrifice, the things that you have to do when you don't want to have to do them. You know, so I feel your pain.
That pain slowly easing. As of Monday, everyone in Lenoir County has power restored. Several businesses remain closed due to flooding. But as the water continues to lower, the spirits of those in Kinston only rises, knowing all too well the road ahead to get back on track.
We must go through it, and while we're going through it, so long as we have others to help us, we'll be just fine.
Says a lot about the people in Kinston. Now the water is going down, but it could take days to get back to normal. We're not expected to get into a minor flood stage until closer to the weekend. Also, within the last hour, we're learning Governor Roy Cooper will be making a stop in Kinston tomorrow. Live in Kinston, Brandon Truitt, 9 on your side.